Xabi Alonso's first weeks in charge have already produced a headline the club never really expected to read. The man who rebuilt a side with discipline and quiet authority has chosen to rest Courtois in selected matches and hand Copa del Rey nights to Lunin. That sentence alone has reoriented conversation around the club, because it says more than rotation. It says a manager who will balance star status with strategic preservation and who is willing to give his backup meaningful responsibility rather than mere bench minutes. The decision follows Alonso's official arrival and the shifting culture he's attempting to install, and it's a move that mixes care, competition and calculation. On paper, the choice is elegant. Courtois is world-class, a calming presence who has steered Madrid through rough patches and returned from injury to reassert himself between the sticks. Protecting a player of that caliber, conserving his legs and focus for the matches that really define a season, is a familiar play for elite managers. Alonso's message appears to be that elite players are to be preserved for elite moments, and that the long haul of a campaign requires foresight as much as faith. At the same time, Lunin is not being sent to sit on the sidelines as a placeholder. He has been given the Copa del Rey, a competition that offers both pressure and a stage to grow into. The club and coach are signalling trust and creating a pathway for a backup to become battle-tested. That pathway matters because it reframes biographies. Courtois' leadership in the dressing room is undeniable. His presence steadies defenders and his saves quieten chaos, but continuity does not have to mean total immovability. Lunin's profile is that of a goalkeeper who has waited, learned, and in recent windows even rejected offers to leave because he wanted to remain part of the structure at Madrid and fight for his place. Giving him structured minutes is a twofold gamble. It keeps Courtois fresh while also expanding the squad's reliability should injuries or fatigue strike at the worst possible moments. The gamble also pays dividends if Lunin seizes his chances, because internal competition sharpens everyone. There will be immediate and inevitable spin. Alarmist headlines that suggest a changing of the guard, pundits who will read discipline as doubt, fans who worry about ego and identity. But beneath the drama is a managerial blueprint. Alonso manages minutes like chess pieces, preserving strength for decisive squares and using cup competitions to refine shape and temperament. The consequences are practical. Courtois is fresher for back-to-back big fixtures, medical risks are reduced, and Lunin accumulates high-pressure minutes that can only teach him so much in training. The cultural consequence is a club less afraid to rotate and more willing to invest in the entire squad. What to watch in the coming weeks is obvious. First, Lunin's performances in cup matches. Does he answer the call with composure and game-defining saves, or will mistakes feed the narrative that Courtois remains untouchable? Second, Courtois' reaction. Elite players are used to responsibility. Will he accept the management decision as protective, or will moments of frustration leak into public discourse? Third, the dressing room tone. Real clubs rise or fracture on how leaders absorb change. Alonso's ability to keep harmony while enforcing a new plan will be a key determinant of whether this experiment becomes a model or a minor crisis. In the end, this is about Madrid trying to manage the modern season. Multi-competition, high stakes, and relentless. Alonso's quiet power play, resting a superstar in selective games and weaponizing the Copa as a proving ground, is a statement of intent about longevity and competitiveness. If the plan functions, Real Madrid might simply have a smarter way to navigate fatigue and fixture congestion. If it fails, it will be remembered as the moment a coach misread chemistry at one of football's most volatile addresses. Either way, the drama is just beginning, and fans will be glued to cup nights to see whether Lunin's gloves create answers or new questions for Madrid's unfolding season.